Yo, what's up guys? It's Kevin Pack here, and I want to let you guys know that my phone has been blowing up lately. Why is that, Kev? You may ask. Well, my friend, it's because Amazon is shutting down again. Oh my god, for the second time. Recently, Amazon just notified all of their sellers that they are limiting quantities of storage and sending an inventory to Amazon warehouses. This isn't the first time that this has happened because of the Rona. This is happening again. So it happened earlier back in I believe it was March or April, and now we're seeing it again in July. Before we dive any further, let me show you guys my sales so you guys know I'm a current Amazon seller. All right. There you go, full refresh right there, a little over $29,000 in the past 30 days. My bad, $28,000 in the last 30 days. But products are back in stock right now, so we're gonna start pushing up multiple $1,000 days. So we're gonna be pushing probably back up to $30,000, maybe $35,000 for the month. If you guys are enjoying this video, go ahead and like this video and go ahead and subscribe for more content as well. I spent a lot of time scripting and doing research as well, so it'd be very helpful if you could just like the video for the YouTube gods. So recently, Amazon has limited their sellers to being only able to send about 100 to 200 units to their warehouse. But if you are an experienced seller, if you've been selling for a while, and if you already have products that are selling, then they're gonna limit you just based off of what inventory you have currently, and then how fast you're selling. So for experienced sellers now, you won't be limited to just 100 or 200 units. You could have like 500, 700, it just depends on how much inventory you already have, but they are still limiting it to a certain amount. You just can't send 5,000 right now if you want. Regardless if you're a new seller or a current seller, this is still a major problem, because if you want to send 1,000 units like you plan, but Amazon's only letting you send 100 or 200, that's a major problem. You're gonna have problems with being out of stock, and you're not gonna be able to keep up with demand when you really wanted to and when you were originally planned on staying in stock. This is definitely gonna cause more issues of us losing money per day in days of being out of stock that we could be making money from. Now, there are some specifics to this, and I'm gonna read something that was stated from Amazon, and I quote, "We are working to manage inventory performance to ensure all products have space available during peak. To enable this, we are changing the IPI minimum threshold requirement to 500. Sellers below 500 will be subject to limits effective August 16th, 2020 through the end of the year." So what does this mean? Well, the IPI stands for Inventory Performance Index on Amazon. And this is just basically a measure of how well you manage your inventory. And it's basically a number between 0 and 1,000. The closer you are to 1,000, the better the score. So what Amazon is trying to do is not really so much related to the pandemic as much, but it's more so preparing for the holiday season, okay? So they want to have everything prepped and ready and organized as best as possible to be able to handle all of the load and the demand of customers during the Q4 or the Christmas time period, which is October, November, December. So they're saying that sellers who have this score of 500 and who have it below 500 basically are gonna have limitations of how much they can send in inventory after August 16th. But if your score is 500 or higher, you won't have any limitations. So Amazon's basically trying to prioritize those who are already sellers. So the people who are already making money on Amazon, who already have experience, who already have good selling products, they're putting them up front as priority, versus the new ones, they are kind of putting them in the background right now. You can still sell, but you're not gonna be able to scale as fast. So it's cool for me because I'm an experienced seller. So a lot of experienced sellers right now are basically in the clear, but it sucks for the newcomers, the new sellers, because they're gonna have a lot more trouble with managing their inventory. Personally, for me, my score is about 600 right now, so I'm in the clear. And so by August 16th, I should be good and I should be able to send a lot of inventory in. But what does this mean for new sellers or sellers who have a score below 500? Well, since Amazon is limiting your stock, the best thing you can do is reduce your lead time as much as possible. And our lead time is basically the time that it takes to manufacture and send the inventory to Amazon to the point where it's selling and in stock again. This way, when you run out of inventory during this Q4 time, you're able to actually send the inventory quicker and you'll have less days of being out of stock. So there's 3 ways you can go about this that I'm gonna recommend to you guys. So number 1 is actually having a big order from your supplier and having your supplier send only a small portion first into Amazon, and then have the other or the other 3/4 of it, for example, sent later and when you say so. You can ask them just to hold the inventory in their warehouse temporarily until you give the green light, and they'll send it into Amazon. Now this will basically turn your lead time into 4 to 6 weeks because you've basically completed the manufacturing time, which could be anywhere between a week to 4 weeks. So now your lead time is only going to be that shipping time, which would be about 4 to 6 weeks if you're using sea shipping. The next thing you can do is actually send inventory to your office or to your house, and then you will manually yourself actually send the inventory to Amazon as you need it. This could drastically reduce your lead time down to about 1 to 2 weeks because you've already gotten through the hard part or the long part where it goes from China to the States. So now you only have to worry about it going from your state to the Amazon warehouse, which could be in another state or the same state. So it will definitely help with your lead time, and now you can get inventory in much sooner. The last thing you can do is actually hire a third-party logistics center or a 3PL warehouse. That's what it's called. And basically what they do is they do fulfillment for you. And you can actually send inventory to their warehouse. They'll hold it for you. And when you give them the green light, then they'll actually send the inventory out to Amazon for you. And so this is also a way, basically it'll bring down your lead time to about a week as well. And this is going to be very, very helpful because if you don't have space in your house or you don't have an office, you need some place to store it in the States, and that's how you're going to do it. So the best way to go about it is literally go on Google and type in 3PL warehouse or something like that. And you're going to have to contact a bunch of people. You should probably do it now and then just get ahead of time so that you can prepare for this time. Personally, for me, I have enough inventory that's going to be lasting me through August. So I just really need to make my order for Q4. So for now, I'm just kind of like talking to my suppliers, just giving them a heads up like, hey, going to be ordering soon. So just want to make sure that you are being ready and prepared to actually fulfill, or not fulfill, but manufacture my goods. So this brings me into just something that I want to just throw to you guys and really talk about, and just keep in mind that Amazon is always going to be changing. There's always going to be new rules or things that are going to be different or what you're not used to, or it's going to be an obstacle. But you guys have to learn to adapt to change and really mold yourself and be okay with it. So that way, anything that comes your way, you can handle it. You have tough skin and you're going to be able to go through anything. You guys can't just be afraid or discouraged whenever things change on Amazon or in your business in general, anything in life really. You have to be able to learn how to adapt and make the best out of your situation. And that's how you really win. And that's what I've been doing. That's what's been helping me get so far in my business. And it's just learning how to adapt and improve. So you guys have to understand, don't get discouraged by the changes. Learn to adapt and take all the necessary actions that are gonna move you forward, okay? So this is just a real quick video just talking about this whole Amazon shutdown that I've been getting a bunch of messages about. So I hope you guys found this video very, very helpful. And of course, like this video if you did find it helpful. As always, go out there and make that money. I'll catch you guys in the next one. God bless. Peace.